What did you do to me? Hello, everyone, and welcome to our channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. I'm a hot mess express tonight, so welcome. Come along with me tonight as we go over the next block in this Peachy Keen. I hope that if you are sewing it along with me or have gotten the pattern, that you're enjoying it so far. So let me slip into the chat real quick and give Joe the look. I was not ready. And he knew it. And he is a handful today. I'm telling you, he's so stinking cute. Joydy, hello. Michelle, hello. Get forward. It's okay, honey. Welcome back. Day's here, and yes, we're working on the Peachy Keen, and I'm telling you, it's coming along quite nicely. Let me see. I'm just skimming real quick, Joe. My apologies to our subscribers. He has been laxed in updating the list. I assure you, by Friday, everything will be updated. Thank you all. We have gotten behind, and I'll fill you in on the why here in just a minute. Donnell, thank you for your grace and mercy on that one. Let me see. Yuppers, remember Halloween. They're talking puppy talk. I'm already searching for their costumes. No, Buttercup mailed a package to yours. So she went to the post office, I think it was today, with Joe. So, knock, knock, she'll be saying. Let me see. Gonna send you a PM after the live. They're talking. Let me see. I love to sew. Yeah, Amber is in the house. Hi, sweethearts. Sandra, hello, Donnell, and everyone. Debbie, yay, she's back. Hello, everyone. I'm getting bats and stuff, but I'm listening. That's a first. I've never been in a bathtub with anybody. But thank you, Debbie, for taking me along. Joe says, at least you're in the bathtub.
Up on the throne.
Hey, I'm not going to tease her like that. No. Brenda Foley's in the house. Hello. Karen T, hello, I'm here. She's blowing kisses to you. Catherine, hello. And Anita, hello. Let me see. Dale and everyone. Candace is in the house. Georgia Peach Girl, I'm telling you. Zaza, hello, sweetheart, and welcome. I'm just skimming, so I'm not going to read everyone's chat. Guess who, Nancy? Hello, sweetie. And welcome. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. Sandra, I'm confused. Did we begin the Peachy pattern? Yes, we have. We started it last week. I don't know. The Friday before last, we started block one. Heather's in the house. Hey, sweetheart, and welcome. I thought we were gathering. That's for Heather's project. This one's my pattern, and it'll be wrapped up next Friday night. We'll also be wrapping up the following week, the paid subscribers project. That'll wrap up on the 31st. And then the first week of September, we'll be kicking off Heather's Sew Along. So it's going to be fun. Stay tuned. And if you want in on Heather's, you need to send her an email, and she has her Heather, drop your email, please. We've set up a group chat on the messenger, and it's ready to roll. So when she's ready, we're all going to jump in on that one. And you can get added to the massive group that we have going for that sew along. And it's Heather's first time leading one, beginning to end. She's helped on the back end of mine, and we're grateful for those. But the little one has spread her wings, wrote her own pattern, and she's bringing us along for the ride. So stay tuned. That puppy is going to be fun. It's going to run 6 months. Heather has dropped her email in the chat. If you would like to participate in that, you are more than welcome. Joe keeps moving my mouse. He needs to stop. Heather and Day, I'm lost. I'm so sorry. So 800 squares are the total separated fund. You'll have to, if you're into, send Heather an email. Let's do that. Send Heather an email. No need to be sorry. Guess you, Nancy, don't forget. Yes, please. We've been laxed here on the back end, and anytime the wife gets a little bit stressed or the hubby, we do a lot of fun things. So Joe finally has talked me into a small home renovation, and we're moving the long arm downstairs to a larger room, and I'll be able to bring you guys along as I'm on the long arm a lot better than what I can up here. So basically, the sewing has taken a life of its own, and taking over yet another room of the house. But that one's going to be strictly long arm services only. So over the next week, Joe's going to focus. He's already got it tearing down, and half of it's downstairs and half of it's upstairs. So he's got to take the legs off before it runs out of here. And then it'll go down tonight, and over the next few days, he'll get it all reassembled and leveled for me, and then we'll be able to do the grand reveal of the craziness that we've been up to. We decided along the way that it started out, we'll get rid of the dining room because we don't use it a lot, turn that into the long arm room, and well, if you got to paint one wall there, we decided we would paint the whole downstairs. And that's been done. Bedroom has been updated and redone. So one thing leads into another. So if you ever think it's going to be easy to do one little project, it's going to take a life of its own, because you see this, oh, let me add this, let me add this. And it's just been a snowball effect here on the back end. Joe, you may show me the word now. He keeps hovering over the word of the day by Heather. Hold on. The commercial is long. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I can't help the commercial. Word of the day, duplicity. Duplicity.
You got it.
Thank you. He kept hovering while I'm trying to read, and it makes my mind go, woo. So, anyway, thank you for giving Joe and I grace over the last couple of weeks. I know we've been a little bit, how I want to put, he's saying lax, but our nerves has been a hot mess. I'll be honest with you. Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, if you can get on your knees and say some prayers for the buddy, he's going for his biopsy, and then on the 19th, we get the results. We're praying with all of our might that when they go in to do this biopsy, they get the machine over him, that they can't find anything. I'm staying in my faith, and so is he. He said he would rather have a waste of time going for it tomorrow and they not find anything than find something. So that's our wish and our hope. Anne-Marie, I've added you to the messenger chat. Thank you, Heather, for doing that. Let me see. No worries, Sandra. Thank you, Heather and Day. I appreciate you. I'm sorry to disrupt this live. You're not disrupting. This is the time when we're I'm face to face with you, so you can see me, but I can't see you. But it's the time to ask questions, honey. Don't you ever worry about that. For anyone who hasn't received an email back from me, you have been added to the messenger group. Check your message request to accept it. That's via Heather. So if you're not in, slip out of the chat real quick. Make sure that you see that group. If not, slip over and let her know. Day, I think you're right. Whoa, wait a minute. I think Donna ran over Joe with the bus this time. I am always in trouble somehow. Let me see. You're very welcome. We're praying that this is nothing. So are we. It's just, it's the cycle of life. We have to go through the hurdles, and we're giving it to God. Easiest way to say. Auntie Donna, I have a package for you going out on Wednesday. Thank you, sweet pea. You touched my heart. You're so sweet. Okay, anyway. Let me get a sip of my tea, and we'll get the party started. So anyway, the last time we came together for this project, we made block 1. We made 31 of the same block. And this is where we left off. So if you've got the pattern, you needed to make 31 and set it aside. That's where we're at on that. Now we're starting going to block 2 of this amazing project. And I'm telling you what, I really like the way this pattern has taken on a life of its own. I'm really enjoying this. And this is going to be your block 2 when it's completed. I did pre-do 1 of them. That way you're looking at the pattern, and if you follow just the pictures without anything else, this pattern is going to be easy for you. I have had people reach out that they have trouble keeping their points. So far, I'm being honest, you're not going to have trouble keeping your points with this. And I will, when we get ready to join the blocks, I'll show you a little tip right now. You flip it over and you draw yourself a wee little line back here at your 1/4 inch. So when you're sewing these together, you stay on this side of that line and you're not going to lose your points. But that's another thing I'll show you here when we get ready to join the blocks. So for this one, we're going to make 33. Good evening, Sean, and welcome. So I would be amiss. Fallon has graciously helped me more than I could ever be grateful for. Since my stroke, she's mailed me some nice rulers and assisted me. And these work amazing. So if you haven't seen Fallon's rulers, and I believe we all have, you're missing out. So as you can see, I overcut this for demonstration purposes. Your blocks won't be this big, but you're going to bring them down to the 3.5. I just did this to show you. I'm hoping that it gives you the good view. I want to make sure that I'm trying to look at the overhead view Joe's got for you. So as you can see, you're going to be able to put a wee little bit of pressure as you're twisting these on your cutting mat, or you can do it real lightly. These are not going to shift, and it locks in here where your seam is. There's the little line, and that's what I just line up like this and lightly turn it as I'm squaring my blocks. And it works perfectly for me. So I went ahead and made a couple bigger ones. That way you'd be able to really see how it lays out. I've got a couple that we need to square off before we finish this project for the next row. And this is how easy it is. And I'm so grateful that these do not slide. It enables me to be able to get sewing and not focus so much on, oh my gosh, it's going to slip on me, because it really does not. And wada bing, wada bang, and it's done. So for this block, these we will join together here. Let me slide the ruler over and get it out of my way. I agree with Fallon's rulers. I have just about all of them except for the big rulers. Yes, her rulers they stand for themselves. They don't need anybody to sell them. They are just amazing. And if anybody ever asked, you send them our way because we will stand behind that. They are amazing. So now you've got your top row. And all you're going to do is you have this corner section, and we're going to flip it in. And this was a 4-inch block, and you're just going to cut it in half. The pattern, if you have not received it yet and you would like to have this pattern, please email us at the business email, and Joe will get it out to you. And it's really easy. So I've pre-sewed these so I could sit and enjoy you guys tonight. So you can decide, do you want to sew them this way, however, but these will come together like this. And all you're going to do is line it up in this corner, and you can sit and pre-pin all of these if you wish. I'm not doing that. Stay true to your 1/4 inch. And this is what they will look like for this piece. And that's all you're doing till we get through this stock. So let me look at the chats and touch base there, and then we'll get these going. And I do have to look down, so if Joe sees something, let me see. Just loving your Don't Care Club. Absolutely. It's amazing. I love the way that he just started that, and it's been a blast. I have a special guest coming over to hang out with me on Friday nights. So please make sure that you share the news. Joe will be getting that thumbnail up probably later this evening so that you guys can share that with all of your friends. I have Miss Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore. It's not an interview. We're just going to hang out, and that's it. We're going to hang out and sew and have a good time. It's her first time going live, so it's going to be fun. So please come share the love with Miss Brenda. And if you've done any of her projects, the sew-alongs, make sure that you let her know in the chats what you thought of them. The Spring Fling I did miss. Day has been gracious enough to save them. But we did the one before that, and I love a good scrap buster, but I have to do the organized scrappy a little bit. Go figure, right? Yeah. Let me look up. Let me see what's going on. Just skimming real quick. Looking forward to the one on Friday. It's going to be a blast. And I tell you what, she is a wealth of knowledge. And she's just got such a kind, gentle soul. Not that we all don't, but Miss Brenda's just a sweetheart. I really enjoy her. And to be able to sit and just chat, and we'll be sewing, you know, creating, and just living our best lives. So come over and hang out with us on Friday night. Please, please. I do ask that once the thumbnail goes up, share it on all of your social medias. It's very important. I will be doing a giveaway on Friday nights as well if we hit a certain number, and I'll drop that number on Friday night. I really want to show her a lot of love. She has been so good to all of us in the quilting community with sharing so many fun ideas and patterns and projects and Zoom sews. The list goes on for Miss Brenda. So just come hang out and have a good time. Hey, Cher, welcome, welcome. Hope all is well with you. Hello to everybody in the chat that I missed. If I've missed anybody, I am sorry. I'm kind of trying to do two things at one time, and for me, it's like chewing bubblegum and walking at the same time. Not a good mix. Shelly, hey girl, how are you? Let me see, what else have I missed? We've got our Tennessee retreat sneaking up on us really fast. I'm telling you, if you're coming to that retreat, drop me a heart in the chat. 2 hearts if you're really excited. I also have some openings for the June retreat in Walnut Fort, Pennsylvania. If you're interested in information on that, give me a thumbs up in the chat and email Joe, and I will send you an information package. We need to fill the house. The more people we get, the more fun we have. And our retreats come with a lot of fun. That's all I can tell you. You leave not knowing everybody so much, and you make lifelong friends. So it's really a lot of fun. If you're flying in, there's an airport, and I pick you up and take you back to the airport. There's outings if you choose to go. People take walks. It's just a beautiful venue. Lancaster is relatively close, about an hour and some change away from where we stay. But if you're driving in, it's another thing that everybody that loves Lancaster slips over and does a little shoppy without the spousey knowing. Just saying. Crystal, hi Donna and everyone. How are you doing? We're doing good, sweethearts. Jess is in the house. Amy, hello. Driving home from the hospital. So listening while the hubby is doing good. Thank God. He had his surgery today, and life is going to get back on the straight and narrow for you, girl. And he is going to heal up really good this time around, and there'll be no more surgeries. That's the goal, right? When I try to think of all he has been through and you, my heart breaks. It's been a long time for all, right? So let me see. You'll have a blast. It's going to be fun. Crossovers in the house. Hello, sweetie. Jonathan, welcome. See, hi, Amy. Praying everything's okay. He's been going through a rough time, and this was, I think, Amy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's his final step in these surgeries, and then he gets his life back, basically. He's had a rough go of it. Dorland Dale. Hello, sweetheart. Just finished my top for the quilt retreat. Yay! We hung out yesterday, and if anybody was in the group hangout yesterday, I apologize. I haven't been resting well since everything's been going on with Joe, to be honest. And I hit a brick wall yesterday, and I told Day and everybody in the chat, I promised I was just going to go close my eyes for a couple minutes. They were burning, and I just needed to step away. Well, I slept till after 7 o'clock. I took a long siesta, and when I woke up, Day and Heather had handled everything on the back end. And I believe Janine was there a little bit too. And I needed it. I needed to just rest the brain, rest the eyes, and that I did. I love the quilt top that Dorland's doing. It's going to be beautiful. You love it when a good project comes together, and she started that yesterday. How cool is that? It's going to be fun. Here, you must have needed it. Yes. I've been going on 2 or 3 hours of sleep for the last few weeks, getting up in the middle of the night, checking on Joe, and neither one of us resting well. And I just finally crashed yesterday, and they looked at me today, and she's like, you got live tonight. Why don't you just go close them little eyes for a little bit? And I was like, I don't need rest. I'm okay. And I went downstairs, and next thing I know, Joe woke me up, and it was 5:30. So it's good when you have people that watch out for you. And I told him, I said, I'm just going to go in here where it's nice and quiet and relax for a little bit, and I'll come out and enjoy your company for a while. Well, that didn't happen. The girl crashed again. We got you, girl. You never need to apologize. I appreciate what you all do for us. And it's not just for me, it's for us. You guys see things in me right now that I don't see in myself because I still have that pre-stroke brain. I can do anything. I can go days without sleep. No. Let me see. Deb, hello. I'm glad you were able to get some rest. Me too. I got good rest. I woke up, got a shower, and went back to bed last night. And Joe's like, you okay? You good? And I was like, I just hit the wall of I need rest. And that's exactly what happened. I took a long siesta. I had a good time. Glad you got some rest. Brenda, thank you for being understanding as well. I hate to bail like that. But when I was sitting here, my eyes were burning, and I was like, I just need to go close them for a couple minutes. And, well, 3 hours later, my couple minutes was up. It's because we love you both so very much. You are both amazing people, Auntie Donna and Papa Joe. Thank you. We appreciate. We really do. The grace that you guys have given us. That's all we can say. It's been a, I got an email today. God doesn't give you more than you can handle. I'm just going to say that. And I'm not going to get on the preaching soapbox. But it's been a challenging little bit over a year and some change between Harper and then myself and then now Joe. That's our three. That's the way we're looking at it. That's our three. There'll be no more. We're done. We cried to mercy. So I've already got these sewed together. So as you can see, the next step, these will all line up really nice. So turn them this way and flip these over and I get to chat a little bit more. How's that adorable Buttercup? I'm telling you what, she is something else. I don't know if she's with Joe or if she's over here by me. But she has been a hot mess. She won't leave his side at all. And whoops, I don't want that to stand up. What are you trying to get her to me? She's sound asleep, he said. He was going to bring her over, but he's like, no, the pooch is sleeping. You never wake a sleeping pooch, right? So here you can open your seams. That's what I generally like to do, but I wanted to make sure how this was going to lay. So I'm leaving it open. Over the weekend, I did manage to finish up 2 legit kits and make a correction on 1. So that was 3 that went out of here today. And if you're interested in legit kits, please use our code. It helps Mike and the crew know that we are doing what we can here in the back end. We really like legit kits. They're an amazing company to work with, and their kits are just fun. I just enjoy them. If you're ever working a kit and you need a little bit of help or you get hung up, I'll send you my Zoom link and we can hang out together. I love traditional piecing, but I also am hooked on the FPP world. I can't help myself. So anytime there's a FPP and it's one I'm like jonesing to do, I'm like, yeah, I'm all in. How about you? Do you like FPP? She's darling princess. She knows something is upsetting you guys and she's staying. Yeah, you never realize how much they pick up on, you know? She definitely does not like the house tore up. And when I say our house is tore up, our house is tore up. We've got our living room back together. The bedroom's back together. A couple things Joe needs to hang. And the dining room / gone. And it's going to be the long arm room. Once he gets the long arm set up down there for me. And that'll be this coming week while we await all the news. So I'll be doing this Peachy project will be the first one on the long arm. So I'll be able to take you beginning to end and you'll be able to join me as I do it. And I'm looking for a cool FPP pattern, not FPP, panograph pattern of peaches. I think that would really tie this in and wrap this project up. So if anybody sees any panograph peaches, let me know. Send me the link because I'm really interested in doing it that way. I was going to do ruler work, but I'm thinking if I can find peaches, how cool would that be? Let me see. Did you recommend the Jackalope go to America's Funniest Home Video? Yeah, kind of. Why? I sure did. Dogs pick up on everything and they don't like change. No, they do not. She has been nesting. Yesterday, I took a day when I went out to Michigan and I visited with Day. We went thrifting, and I saw this white bedspread. And you've got to visualize this. It's beautiful white. Had a couple stains on. Nothing big, just little. Looks like someone had coffee and spilt on a corner or something. Nothing I couldn't get out. I tried Grandma's Remedy. I've tried peroxide. Never dried it in the dryer, but someone must have because those stains just would not come out. So I ordered some, what are they called? Words. Embroidered birds of a couple different kinds. It was a 12-pack that you iron them in, and then you could stitch them down. So I thought, boy, I'll just see if I like this, because it's going to be a long arm cover for when the long arm's sitting and I don't have something loaded. So I thought I was being smart. Well, I laid it on the bed last night, and poor Buttercup, man, she must have thought the birds overtook the bedroom, because she was rutting and trying to get those off there. She didn't like them, and then she would roll on them, and I just started laughing at her. I was just like, now that's cute. Yes, hubby's last surgery. Sorry, couldn't answer driving. Praying for Joe always. Thank you. Dogs pick up on everything. That's great, Donna. Thank you. Yeah, I needed more space. They know when we aren't 100%. My teddy bear, Teacup Yorkie, was my service dog. He warned me when I was about to have health issue. He was with me from baby into a few years ago. I miss him awful. I get it, because it would be so funny. You're too funny. Awesome prayers. Donna, I sent you the link. Thank you, Day. I'll get that after the live and pick up something. Yeah, I think that might be exactly what this project needs. And my goal would be, do you guys want to see some more long arming videos? It's been a hot minute since I've been able to. Like, I could do the feathers, the meandering, the circles, the ruler work. I did that up here, but now I'll be able to bring you along in a bigger space with a lot more room and show you pantographs and how fun they are to work. We're getting a little bit more busier with customer quilts and things, so it was time to streamline and move forward and just take the bullet, like Joe said. If he doesn't want to be up here, he could be downstairs and watching TV while I'm down there on the long arm. Or he can be up here working on the business end. So it's a win-win for us both. I was teasing him today. I said, why, you're kicking me out of the sewing room? No, it's not that at all. I just, like he said, I needed more space. Who knew that sewing on a dining room table 4 years ago would turn into what it has? It's just mind-blowing to both of us. Make sure you hit the button, the thumbs up. Yes, if you're here tonight, please hit the thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and it helps YouTube to know that you do like the content that we're putting out. So, yes, Anne Marie, I will do that. I love pantographs. I really enjoy ruler work, and it's just fun. I like to see a project beginning to end. So who else is excited for Heather's project? Drop a heart in the chats. And if you've been sewing along the last several months with our Squirrels Quilt project, please let me know by dropping a, let me see, double heart in the chat. I'm anxious to see that one close out. I've seen all the block straw. We are doing a giveaway at the end, and it'll be very random. It was going to be whoever posted every week, but life happened to several, and they weren't able to post for one reason or another. So Joe will think on the back end of how to get that giveaway set up, and we'll find out who all drops the finished quilt pictures. And that it doesn't have to be quilted, but it does need to be pieced together. And we'll do a giveaway in October. That'll give them a couple months to get everything sewed up. And it's just, girls gotta love fun projects, right? Look at all them hearts. Everybody's liking the projects. Would like to see how to set up one and how they're done. Absolutely, Dave. Oh, I didn't know you were doing cameras down there. My husband. He's going to have a camera in every angle. I know him. He's too cute. He said, no, he's going to have good camera angles down there for you. So you'll probably see the top of my head and all of my bald spots. But we'll see. He's too cute. So what have you thought of the scrappy sew-along? The blocks that drop weekly, the squirrely one. Did you like that? Was that not a fun way to use up scraps? And there was no buying of anything. Well, technically there was, because you bought it at one time, but you didn't have to go out shopping. That's what was fun. The only requirement for that was make it scrappy. Use your stash, use your scraps. How fun was that, right? I think it's the perfect way. My goodness, Joe, you're such a blessing. Yes, I didn't know he was turning the dining room into another area with cameras. Is there a way to get the squirrel quilt pattern? Crystal, can you send, are you one of the Ped Channel members? Because once that so long ends on the 31st, I think the blocks will stay in the group there that they did. I think there was 64 blocks, if I'm right. Jay, Heather, somebody correct me. 40, I don't remember. Numbers are hard for me right now. She means the so long that we're doing day. And I think if you go into the channel on the homepage, that's where the blocks drop each Sunday. So you'll go to our channel homepage, click on channel supporter, and then you'll go to the blocks. It'll be listed under, I believe, so long. And that's where you'll find them. 48. Okay, thank you, Day. And I could honestly set these aside and do this later. But I figured I'd just sit here with you guys and chat and sew, and we can get these puppies together tonight. And I'm also going to have another sewing area downstairs. That way I can sit down there in the evenings and still sew till my heart's content. I'd probably do my personal sews downstairs, my work sews up here. But we'll see. I just got off the phone with a friend that I helped design a quilt from a panel. She got a first place, People's Choice. Awesome. She may put it in the state fair. Ask her about entering it into QuiltCon. Yeah. Yeah, that will be coming up when they open up for submissions, I believe in October, but don't quote me. And it's always an honor to just submit a project. Then if you're lucky enough to get one to hang, that's just the bee's knees right there. My ultimate goal would be someday to be good enough that I can have a quilt hang at QuiltCon. Not worried about a ribbon, just to say, look at my picture. I'm standing here next to one at a QuiltCon. How cool would that be? I feel your heart. Yes. That is awesome. Keep it. It kept me sewing after my best friend and sewing passed away. I'm so grateful. Yes. Absolutely. Anne-Marie, did you ever get to talk to hubby about the quilt retreat? I didn't follow up. Things went crazy here on the home front for Joe, and I'm sorry. I normally follow up, and I really was lax there. Helen, I'm not sure, but did I hear that Delia was collecting scraps to make a charity quilt? I'll let Delia answer that. If you have scraps, whether it's strings, whether it's batting, you know how we all cut little tidbits off? He can fill you in on that project. I love it that we are all charity based and that we like to give back to our communities. Crystal, you need the pattern builder card deck. Yes. And I'm telling you, what do you think of this pattern so far? Are you enjoying this one? I have one more that I think I'm going to release in, that one's going to have a few little curves, but nothing you can't handle. And I'm thinking about, I want to test it myself first. If it goes well with my testing, then I will release that one. I'm estimating the end of September because I think it would look so cool in Christmas colors. It has a good bit of negative space where if you like to quilt, you'd be able to really showcase your quilting. And I think that one would be fun. If I press my presser foot too fast, sometimes my machine comes unthreaded. It's like, no, go slower, go back to turtle speed. All good, Donna. So shoot me a text, honey, and let me know, was he a yay or a nay? That way I know where would I send them to. Day, can you give your P.O. box for her? I know it's P.O. Box 125, Marysville, Michigan, but I can't remember the zip code. Helen, not for charity quilts, it's scraps for donations, charity called Kids Disaster. I couldn't remember, so I threw that one over to you. Already in the chat. I'll have to work on memorizing that zip code. Donna, you don't know the meaning of turtle speed. You're too cute, Zaza. I can't wait to meet you face to face at QuiltCon. I'm like a little kid in a candy store. All these people coming, and I'm going, yay! Y'all know what I look like, but I have no idea what some of you look like, so it's going to be kind of fun, you know? So now we've got to the point where we're just going to make a little sandwich and just flop these over. Line your corners up here. And give it a little shaky. And as you can see, there's going to be overage all over. So you want to make sure that you're getting it lined up. You can either go slow here or as fast as you would like, because you're going to have to square these down. I made sure that you had about 1/4 of an inch all the way to be trimming down. And I know me, I don't want to lose my points. So you'll see me going a little slow anywhere I can feel that flying geese. Hold it down. And as you can see, the flying geese, you have ample space. You didn't lose your points. I know you were booking I know we were booking flights this week. I believe they opened this week. It's crazy how we have to wait on some of them, right? And if you have the points, I would use your reward points on some of the flights. Are you getting to stay a little bit longer, Zaza? Or is it just for the week of the QuiltCon? Because there's a lot of touring, sightseeing and stuff. I'm going to fly down myself and meet up with Day. I just have to get my flight booked. Yes, Sandra, she worked on it for over a year. Let's see. Thank you, in St. Clair. I know we're booking. Yeah, I already got that. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. At the end of all of this goodness, what you're going to do is square these down. And then next Friday night, no, let me see. Today's Monday. Next Monday night, I'll show you a few different layouts. You don't have to do the one that came with the pattern. You can lay these out any way you wish. I've seen it a few different ways that I've laid it out. And the sky's the limit. It's the way you lay it out. You can build it into 4-patch and then build it up from 4-patch up from that. And that's what I would recommend. But I wouldn't do the same 4 patches. Just be very sporadic when you join it together. And that's the goal of this. It's going to see all these flying geese go in multiple different directions. And it's just going to be fun. Let me see. We're staying in the U.S. for 2 weeks, hoping to head to Florida after. Awesome. That's awesome. Let me get this last one in, and we'll call it a night on the live, and I'll finish these. You know how to square these up. Line your ruler straight up across this seam. Don't lose your points. That's why I made sure this side was a little bit longer. You'll lay your ruler here. Your seam should line here, and you're going to trim off on this side, making sure that you care for these points. So you guys, I want to thank you for coming tonight, hanging out with Joe and I for just a spell. And we humbly appreciate each and every one of you. I will drop an update tomorrow at some point after we get back home and let you know.